Thanks for joining us. This is the Signature TV News Updates. I'm Ifunanya Ilodianya. In the headlines, ahead of the Democracy Day celebrations, Federal Capital Territory Administration assures Abuja residents of their safety. Nigerians speak on democracy as the country celebrates this year's Democracy Day on Saturday. Kaduna State Government confirms the attack on Polytechnic. And now the details. The Federal Capital Territory Administration, FCTA, has assured residents of their safety during June 12 Democracy Day celebration. On Saturday, tension had heightened across the city over looming attacks and violence as groups plan to protest bad governance on Democracy Day, following the hardship and insecurity bedeviling many parts of the country. Mr. Olusade Adeshola, the Permanent Secretary FCTA, gave the assurance shortly after the routine FCT Security Committee meeting on Thursday. He urged residents to go about their normal and lawful activities, stressing that the celebration will be concluded peacefully. June 12 was enacted by the present Nigerian government as the nation's Democracy Day. The day also commemorates the democratic election of MKO Abiola on June 12, 1993. As Nigerian president, the election was annulled by the military president Ibrahim Babangida. But what are Nigerians saying about the practice of true democracy in the country? Signature TV correspondent Chibueze Obi interacted with some residents of Abuja and the reports.
In our country today, I can say that democracy is far from what we are seeing because the rule of law is not being respected. People are being killed in our country. Nobody, to be brought to justice. And all these things are the things that shows that if they are happening like other clients of the world, at least we know that there is democracy in our country. So, and the voices of the people are being trampled upon. You cannot voice out of what is happening in your country, and without government, not going against you. So we have seen all these things happening every now and then. So for me, as a Nigerian, democracy is not yet in place in our country.
We are not observing true, we are not practicing true democracy right now. But I believe that there is still hope for the nation because the executive can also take a decision that will put things aright. If they can realize it and go back and then look at their ways and check the law, and they will be able to make some amendments and adjustments, and things will fall in place.
Honestly, Nigeria democracy is very devious because what I'm seeing now, everybody is doing on what he likes. People are suffering helter and shelter. Every day, calamity, disaster, or confusion. Our president is very, very bad because as I'm talking to you now, since morning I haven't eaten anything.
I'm seeing democracy as the interests, the needs of the people we deserve. So now when you look at China, China is not actually a democracy, a true democracy, but China is moving well. So we cannot actually say that democracy, that's not the matter. The matter if the government, people that are ruling us, are putting the interests of the people first. And when you look at Nigeria right now, you see that is not what is happening. So when you see everybody is trying to amass money as his own and try to pack it anywhere.
We are experiencing it based on what we are seeing. We are just enduring a lot of things in Nigeria. So we, the Nigerians, we need to endure and follow our government. We believe in by the grace of God, something good will still come out of it someday. Now we are not doomed. We just have to move about what we are seeing. Since God is the one that still keep this one that are in there now, I believe that someday God will still give us a good leader.
Say no, capital no, because the government is not all inclusive. It's not an inclusive government. It's one-sided. I've seen, in fact, even the First Republic, I was already in secondary school during the First Republic in the 60s. And there was democracy. But now, as we are talking, there's nothing like democracy. It's not all inclusive. It's one-sided.
The Kaduna state government has confirmed an attack by armed bandits at the main campus of Nuhu Bamali Polytechnic, Zaria. On Thursday night, the bandits in Kaduna State invaded the staff quarters of the campus, shooting sporadically, and in the process, 2 students, Ahmed Muhammad and Haruna Ishaku, were hit. They were rushed to the hospital for medical attention, but Ahmed Muhammad died on Friday morning, while Haruna Ishaku is still receiving treatment. 2 lecturers and about 8 students were abducted by the attackers. Suspected herdsmen have abducted 15 passengers along Enugu-Port Harcourt Road in the Onu-Imo local government area of Imo State. The passengers were traveling in 2 separate buses when the herdsmen stopped them along the Arondizo-Kigwe stretch of the road. According to an eyewitness, the kidnappers marched all the passengers of one bus into the bush, while some passengers on the second bus managed to escape, but their whereabouts were still unknown. Appropriate authorities are, however, yet to confirm the reports. President Muhammadu Buhari has appointed Balarabe Ilela, a veteran broadcaster, as the Director General of the National Broadcasting Commission, NBC. The Minister of Information and Culture, Alhaji Lai Mohammed, announced this appointment in a statement issued in Abuja on Friday. He said Ilela's appointment was for 5 years tenure in the first instance, replacing Professor Armstrong Idachaba, Acting Director General of NBC. The statement was signed and made available to newsmen by Segun Adeyemi, the Special Assistant to the President Media, Office of the Minister of Information and Culture. Idachaba's removal was announced 4 days ago after he ordered all broadcast stations in the country to go off Twitter. On the foreign scene, a Pakistan province said on Friday it will block the mobile phones of people refusing to get the COVID-19 jab as the state telecoms agency will decide how to implement the measures. A third wave of the infection has begun to stabilize in Pakistan after weeks of tough restrictions, hence the need to penalize unvaccinated people in the country, where only a fraction of the population has been vaccinated. Under new incentives, those who get vaccinated will be allowed to access cinemas, celebration halls, and shrines, while restrictions will be lifted on the business in districts with more than 20% of the population protected. Mobile vaccine centers will also be set up outside shrines to reach people in rural areas. In the world of sports, Shehu Sani, a former senator who represented Kaduna Central of the 8th Assembly, lamented that Nigerians are not showing interest in the nation's football league. He went on to suggest the banning of foreign football matches broadcast so that Nigerians can start watching local teams. However, hear what Nigerians are saying. As SignatureTV correspondent Chukwudi Maduako brings us reactions from Abuja residents.
They not support it because the reason is because Nigeria football need to be improved for people to see, because after considering the western side and the Nigeria here, government is not even encourage the young footballers. In the terms of youth, if you go to stadium, you look at the house started the stadium are. By the way of playing, they support the neighborhood environment. The government is not creating a neighborhood environment whereby people will be encouraged to watch the football. But in Western world, you will watch what you are paying for. You will enjoy it. Football is all.
I'm not supporting the issue because of the reason why, so that our people can get experience to be playing a ball in outside. With the moment they are working is the moment they will be getting more experience in Nigeria. So bounding of this football in outside country, of which is not going to resolve. Understand? It's the people that are playing the ball that we concentrated, that will be watching outsiders how they are behaving and how they are playing the ball. That is the reason why they will be in supporting of Nigeria.
Thank you. Well, banning of international league or watching of international league is not actually the best for us to concentrate on our local league. Why? Because over the years we see that the support, the maximum support that is being needed by our own local footballers, they are not being given attention. When we have the likes of Enyimba Football Club of Aba, Rangers Football Club of Enugu, Lobby Stars, Shooting Stars, and BBC Football Club of Benue, and I think I could remember then, JJ Okocha started from our own local league, Kanu Nwankwo, the likes of the Mutiu Adepoju, Rashidi Yekini, a good number of them started from our own local league. Then they had maximum support when Bonfujo was our coach. But now, there's nothing like that. All of them, they are in search of greener pasture. And that is why you see most of them, all of them want to make ends meet live. They want to make ends meet oversee them. And I want to tell you that banning of international league for us to concentrate on our own local league is not actually the best, because those guys, they are not being paid what they are supposed to pay. And that is why when you see some of them will be performing abroad, when they come to our own local league, they won't perform well.
Before we end the news, a recap of our major stories. Ahead of Democracy Day celebration, Federal Capital Territory Administration assured Abuja residents of their safety. Nigerians speak on democracy as the country celebrates this year's Democracy Day on Saturday. Kaduna State Government confirms an attack by armed bandits at the main campus of Nuhu Bamali Polytechnic, Zaria. Safety and security begins with you. Be patriotic. Report any suspicious activities to law enforcement agencies. Please stay safe. This is the SignatureTV News Updates. On behalf of my producer, Anita Eze, I'm Ifunanya Ilodianya. Thanks for watching.